got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Jay-Z, great song. We all know it. We all love it because it's fantastic, right? I got all these problems, but at least a bitch ain't one. But at the end of the day, 99 problems is a substantial amount of problems, okay? And I'm there right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I do, in fact, have 99, probably a little bit more than 99 problems right now. And to be quite frank with you, I wish a bitch would be checking in on me every once in a while. I wish a bitch was one of them, man. I wish somebody was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I would be like, I'm happy you called, honestly. Where the fuck are you? Thank you for seeing where I'm at, okay? To be honest with you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like talking about my problems. I fucking bury them deep inside of me until they spiral into something much, much worse. And that's actually what we're here to talk about today. So, listen. I've been MIA for about a month if you follow me. I know a lot of you, I appreciate a lot of you have been, trying to hit my DMs, being like, Anthony, are you okay? This and that. I do really appreciate it. We're going to talk about it all today. You guys are the best. I appreciate you sticking by me. The 200 of you that unfollowed me on Instagram, fuck you, okay? Not cool, man. Not cool. Okay, I was not in a great mental state, and then I lost 200 Instagram followers, and I was like, fucking, where's the bridge? I'm going to jump. And okay. I might have to cut that out because there's probably a lot of doctors listening right now because I'm not. They're going to be like, put them somewhere. Listen, okay. I'm fine. We're just making jokes. So I'm getting better. I'm doing good. Listen, if this is your first ever episode that you're listening to, maybe go listen to something else first, because if you listen to this one episode before listening to anything else, you're going to be like, holy shit, nobody let this guy outside alone. Okay? Because he's a danger to himself. I'm fine. Okay? I'm fine. I'm doing better. I'm good. But I've been MIA for like a month, obviously, if you know. And you follow me. Today we're going to talk about where the fuck I've been. Listen, today's going to be, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you everything that's been happening to me over the past month. We're going to go over everything. It's going to be an absolute roller coaster. It's going to be funny. It's going to be enjoyable for you. It's going to be a good time. And we're all going to have fun together. So anyways, here we go. So I had a little mental collapse, if you will, a little mental breakdown in a sense. Okay, essentially the HR department in my brain, right? My brain decided to do a little rebrand, right? It's 2022, and before, my brain, they would only let in anxiety, ADHD, maybe a little bit of depression. They were like, these are the only ones getting in. Everybody else can fuck off. And you know what? That wasn't very nice because everybody should be included. So all of a sudden, whoever runs the HR department in my brain, fuck you, because they did a little rebrand and they just let everybody in. They were like, any mental illness they could find, they go, you get in here, you get a car, come on down. And they just started letting everybody in. And, it got a little crowded in there. So long story short, this is kind of like, here, let me give you like a brief summary really quick, like kind of just like an overview, and then we'll shoot into it just so you could kind of get like what's really going on or whatever. So first of all, everything happened, right? I'm like back home, the doctor, I needed to they were like, you need to take time off. I needed to take involuntary time off. I just want to make that clear. I didn't want to take any time off. I was forced to take time off by a medical professional. And so anyways, if you're wondering where I was at fucking rock bottom. Okay. I don't know if you could really get any lower. If you're wondering, Anthony, what does rock bottom look like? I started doing jigsaw puzzles. I was so low that I go, what sounds like a good good way to spend my afternoon? A jigsaw puzzle. If that's not rock bottom, I don't know what is. Because then on top of that, I sat down on my laptop, opened it, I Googled best puzzles of 2022. I should have been institutionalized for just writing that sentence. I mean, I should have been thrown somewhere just for even thinking, just for even coming up with that thought and putting it into Google. I should have been thrown in an institution somewhere because nobody should ever write that sentence. And on top of that, I found a fucking article. There was an article. Go ahead, look up best puzzles of 2022. There's an article, and I bought 2 of them off the top 10 list. 2 puzzles, man. 2,000-piece puzzles. Which, by the way, dude, I also read for like an hour beforehand. I started reading articles before I bought the puzzles. I read articles for about an hour. And I was like, what size puzzle do I need? And a lot of them were like, start with 500 because 1,000 is a little daunting. And I go, oh, it's a little daunting? Are you saying I'm not mentally capable of taking on a 1,000-piece puzzle? How about you go fuck yourself? I'm going to buy one. So I bought 2,000-piece puzzles that I didn't finish because it was quite daunting to finish 1,000 pieces. Do you know how many fucking pieces that is? 1,000. It's too many. It's nothing enjoyable about it. I look all over the internet and they were like, if you need a little mental health break, what you need to do is you need to get puzzles because it'll take your mind off everything. Dude, it did take my mind off everything, but it just made me more upset and agitated about life. Who makes a fucking puzzle with 90% ocean? Do you know what color the ocean is? It's blue. It's all fucking blue. Do you know how irritating that is, dude? Every piece is the same fucking color, but yet at the same time, none of the pieces fit together. I threw the puzzle out after 2.5 hours. I couldn't take it. I was about to have a fucking heart attack on my dining room table, okay? It was not good. All right? So that's kind of where I'm at. It wasn't very fun. Anyways, let's kind of break it down. Let's go over what happened and let's kind of tell the story here. The big thing that's been hit me hard is I've been having insane panic attacks. I'll get into the whole story or whatever. But the panic attacks, dude, I would get them. I've always had them. I think I've talked about this before. But then it started every fucking day and like multiple times a day and just like random. I don't know. Anyways, I was in Florida with my family and all of a sudden when I was there, I started waking up these few days like 4:30 in the morning, just drenched in sweat, which by the way, I've been waking up like drenched in sweat, freaking out for like the past month. So the acne on my face has got substantially worse because actually, I don't know if you knew this, but sweating profusely at 4:30 in the morning is not exactly great for your pores. So that's been a little bit of a bitch. So anyways, I'm in Florida with my family. This was like over a month ago. And we're on vacation. We're supposed to be having a good time or whatever. Then my parents, or not my parents, but the rest of my family, they leave. I stay longer in Florida because I was actually with Sadie Crowell. I never know if I say her last name right. I keep forgetting. I think it's that. Crowell. I don't really fucking care. No, she's great. Listen, so I was with Sadie. I was supposed to stay there longer and film videos with her, and which we did film a little bit. I think there's still going to be some stuff coming out on her channel on YouTube and possibly on my channel. The audio got a little fucked up on the one video that we made, and I wanted to fucking jump out my second story window, but that's okay. And so anyways, then one morning we drove to Alabama from Florida. We went to Bama. We were staying with her friends and we were supposed to go to this concert thing. I think it was called like Auburn Rodeo. I was supposed to go to this concert where we were going to be like filming there, hanging out, having a good time. It was supposed to be fun and fantastic, but instead it ended up probably being one of the worst days of my life. Not even exaggerating, like probably one of the worst days of my life, like period. I wake up on that morning in Alabama on this random kid's couch that I just met like fucking 4 hours ago at 12 when we showed up. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking drenched in sweat. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I'm literally sprung out of my slumber into a panic attack. I'm like, holy fuck. So I go outside. By the way, leading up to this, this was very stupid of me to keep pushing through this. I was like throwing up every single fucking day. By the way, I've lost like 15 to 20 pounds because of all of these panic attacks, because I wasn't able to like eat anything. I would throw up like all my food. Like this is how bad they were. Like I was physically unable to do anything. Like I couldn't even eat. I'm slowly being able to eat now again. But dude, 15 to 20 pounds I lost. I mean, that's fucking insane in a week. Okay. Which, by the way, everybody's like, what's the right diet? You know, keto, vegan. Dude, fuck all that. You want to lose those love handles? Go insane. Okay? Get a little bit of a mental illness, all right? You're like, oh, I want to drop those extra 10 pounds for summer. Have a few panic attacks. It'll shed that weight right off. Okay? Weight Watchers ain't got nothing on me, bro. They're like, what's your... My friends get home from college. They're like, dude, you got skinnier. What's your secret? I go, fucking... I go, constant fear. What? I'm not kale smoothies. Oh, okay. What? Someone asked me, they're like, what's your secret? I have to take Xanax 3 times a day. What? Keto. Yeah. It's been really good. Oh, keto. Yeah, keto. Keto. I thought you said Xanax. No. I said keto. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, it's the keto. Dude, Weight Watchers ain't got shit on me, bro. I should start a fucking fitness page, dude. Just be completely transparent with people. Okay, and you're like, Anthony, but that's not a healthy way to lose weight. As if half these fitness influencers aren't fucking lying to you, right? You ever see these ones, dude? I love the fitness influencers that like get online and they're like, oh, let me show you. They're like, they like support some, like, remember that like tea drink? They're like, all I do is drink this tea and I lost 47 pounds. You also you forgot to say that you work out for 3 hours and burn 3,000 calories a day. Did you forget to say that? I think you did. Did you also forget to say that you haven't had a carb since 2007? That's kind of important. I don't think it's the green tea, Jennifer. I think it's the no carbs since 07. Okay? I don't. Or the ones that like refuse to tell you that it might be their genetics, you know? Check out my booty program. You know, and they're like, look at how I looked before this. You already had an ass. You had fantastic genetics. All you did was do a few squats. That's how I am too. I'm not gonna lie, I have very good. My best genetics are probably my abs, shoulders, and arms. I'm not gonna lie, I could barely work out those, and it'll look the same as the rest of my body. Like I have very good genetics in that area. Like I haven't been to the gym in a month. I somehow still have abs. But I mean, that's also partly because I think I lost 20 pounds. So it's kind of hard to not have abs when you don't have any fucking fat on your body anymore. Because it's fucking gone with the wind. My legs, on the other hand, that's a different story. I look like fucking Chicken Little over here. Especially, dude, 1 month off, my upper body looks kind of fine, but 1 month off my legs, dude, it looks like if a little kid accidentally hit me with their tricycle, my knee would snap. Like, it doesn't look good right now, man. It looks like if I tried to, if like a little kid was like, "Can you give me a piggyback ride?" I might have to think twice. I might have to think twice because these fucking brittle bones might collapse on me. Just fucking laying in bed all day trying to fucking get my fucking mental state back to equilibrium. Anyways, where were we in the story? We was Alabama, so I was throwing up every day. I threw up for 5 days straight. We lost 15 to 20 pounds. Still trying to, just got back to the gym yesterday. Amen to that, brother. We're back on this grind, it's whatever, man. I haven't been this low in my life, by the way. I have a shirt in my closet. Like there's a few shirts in my closet that I still have from like that. Probably the last time they fit me was like freshman or sophomore year of high school. And I got out of the shower one day and I was already like, this was like probably like a week after like the big incident that I'm about to tell you about, but of like this terrible day in Alabama. But like, this was like probably like a week after, and I look in my closet, and this was like this was like the first day that I think I didn't have a panic attack before noon. I still had one later in the day, but I didn't have one before noon, so I was like, this is a great day. Let me look in my closet and just fucking Let me make myself feel worse. So I look in my closet. I see a shirt from like sophomore year of high school. I go, no way it fucking fits, right? Like, I know I've lost some weight, but no way it fits. I put it on. It fit like a fucking glove. I almost started crying. I was like, I almost collapsed on my dude. I looked in the mirror. I was like, you got to be fucking me. And and I'm not even going to lie, it fit like too good. I was like, this looks so good on me. I'm so upset. I was like, fuck. I was like, this sucks, man. Anyways, I'm in Alabama. Woke up 4:30 in the morning, have a panic attack, I fucking throw up outside. Had to let the devil out of me. Throw up outside, which, by the way, at this point, this is like the 4th day of me not eating anything. And so, like, I'm just, like, fucking throwing up, like, stomach bile or whatever the fuck it is, like that fucking acidic shit in your stomach. Like, I'm just throwing that up. I don't even have food in me. I'm just, like, dry heaving on this fucking tree in the middle of Alabama. I don't even know where I'm at. I literally, dude, I'm so far from home. I'm so far from where I was in Florida. I don't know where I am. I don't know. Like, if I took a left, I would get lost. Or if I took a right, like, I couldn't, like I was with Sadie, by the way, she was absolutely fantastic. Could not have been better about the fact that I was having a mental collapse. Because a lot of other people would have probably been, like, severely concerned, which she was concerned. Don't get me wrong. She was concerned, but she was very, like, good about it. She was great about it. I literally just met her, like, a day prior, and now I was, like, having fucking multiple panic attacks, throwing up, not eating for 4 days. And she was like, are you like this all the time? I go, this is definitely different. No, this doesn't happen all the time. This is a different occurrence for sure. Essentially what it is I'll just be, like, walking around, having the time of my life, right? So I could be having the best day ever. And then all of a sudden my body's like, what if we were dying right now? I go, what do you mean we're dying? And then my body's like, well, we're going to find out. And then it just fucking quits on me, dude. And then I get these panic attacks out of nowhere. So anyways, I've gotten panic attacks before. Like, I've had them my whole life. They've happened before. And, like, normally, like, they'll last like an hour. And they'll come out of nowhere. Like, they'll last like an hour max, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours if it's really bad. And then they'll just go away. And then I'll be fine. And I'll just go on about my day. I'll be like, that was weird. And I'll just keep chugging. But for some reason, dude, they wouldn't stop all day. So from like 4, maybe it was more like 5 or 6 a.m. From like 5 or 6 a.m. to it wasn't until about probably like 10 a.m. So 4 hours of panic attacks. I finally was like, maybe I should call my mom and see what I should do. I tell my mom, and then so probably they keep happening for like another 2 hours. Then 12:30 rolls around, and I'm like, I need to call my fucking doctor. Like, I need like some type of prescription. Like, this is not good. Like, if you never had a panic attack before, the best way to describe it is you feel like you're dying. Like, that's the only way to describe it, really, is you feel like you're having like a heart attack. And you're like fully like think that you're going to die. But the thing is that I've had these panic attacks before. So like in my head, I'm like, okay, I know I feel like I'm dying, but I'm not dying. But the problem was that after having these for like 6 hours straight and like continuing to like throw up and like just progressively freak out even more, it got to the point where I was like, I wasn't able to convince myself anymore that I wasn't dying. So I was like, after like 5 or 6 hours, I was like, you know what? Maybe I am actually dying right now. Like, what if I am dying? And so I was literally on the phone with my doctor. I go, I think I need to go to the hospital because I'm like 95% sure that I'm not going to be breathing in an hour. And they're like, no, you are. And I go, I don't think so. And so anyways, I put up with that for like another hour. They finally got me some Xanax. I took them. I took like a quarter or whatever. This is my first time I ever taken it. By the way, all the people that I was supposed to be with at the concert, they left. I lied to them. I was like, oh, I got these work phone calls or whatever. Like, sorry, my boss is being a bitch. I don't have a boss. I lied. I was like, my boss is a bitch. They're like, fuck bosses. I was like, yeah, fuck the patriarchy. I don't have a boss. But Anyways, they leave. They have no idea. I'm like on the floor in this person's apartment, hyperventilating, throwing up in their toilet. Like, dude, could not have been worse situation. So anyways, it finally gets to the point where like I have to go to the emergency room because I'm not convinced that I'm not gonna die. Like, it was so bad at the point where I was like, I think I might actually die. So I might as well at least go to the emergency room so that they could save me. And so I get to the emergency room. And when I get there, finally I like get a doctor, like, what's going on? I'm like panic. I'm like a fucking panic attack. I'm like still like hyperventilating. I'm like showing them like the pill bottles I have or whatever. And like the funniest shit was like I couldn't even like think, which by the way, some of these people, I know they have like, I get that they have like real shit to deal with or whatever. And I know like, panic attack, but like to be fair, I thought I was dying. Okay. If you have consistent panic attacks for like 6 or 7 hours and you think you're dying, you're going to end up in the ER too. I'm in the ER finally. I'm still like freaking out. Like, I'm still, like, not okay. Like, at this point, I think I've taken, like, a quarter of a Xanax or whatever, and I'm slowly starting to get a little bit better. I think it was partially the Xanax working a little bit mixed with, like, also, like, something about just, like, being in a hospital. Like, you guys kind of know, like, if there's, like, something severely wrong with you, you're going to feel better in a hospital rather than in a dirt field in the middle of Alabama. Like, you're going to feel a little bit safer. You're going to feel a little bit better about the situation. You're going to be like, oh, okay, like, if my heart gives out, they could try and bring me back to life. Like that was the mind state I was in. I was like, okay, if I go into, cardiac arrest, they could help me. Anyways, now I'm like in this fucking hospital bed and I'm splitting this room, which by the way, then I'm splitting this room with this old guy who comes in, who just fell. So I'm actually in the middle of a panic attack before the doctor comes in. And there's literally a curtain between me and this other fucking guy because I'm in bumblefuck Alabama in the middle of fucking nowhere in this hospital, dude, that I've never even fucking heard of. And this guy next to me, they're not even putting him in a fucking like hospital room. They're just doing it in the room right next to me. They're giving this guy anesthesia and they're snapping his hip back into place. I'm fucking hyperventilating, throwing up in a bucket, shaking in the bed next to him, and I have to listen to this guy get his hip snapped back into place. I'm trying to like plug my ears while my hands are fucking shaking, and I'm like sitting in this hospital bed. I'm like, there's no fucking way that this is happening right now. Like there's absolutely no way that this is actually happening to me. Like, there's no way. So I have to plug my ears this entire time. Finally, the nurse comes in. This one nurse looks at me. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like trying to like speak because my entire face is numb and I could barely talk. And I was like, panic attack. She's like, and then she like looks at me. She's like, oh, a panic attack? She's like, in through your nose, out through your mouth, okay? And I was like, fucking no shit. I was like, thank you. And she was like, you need to relax. I was like, I'm going to fucking punch you in the face. I go, I'm not having it right now. I need to relax. Thank you. Oh, I didn't fucking think that one through. Thank you so much. Anyways, finally the ER doctor comes in because I think there was like one on the fucking floor in this entire ER. And he looks at me and he goes, oh, you don't look too good. I go, no, I don't. And he goes, hold on. So he goes and he just hands me this pill that looked like the size of a sweet tart. You know, a sweet tart? I hope if you're all listening, if you don't know what a sweet tart is and you're from like a country that I guess doesn't have those, just fucking look it up, sweet tart candy. It was that size. And he goes, take this. I go, what is it? He goes, just take it. You'll feel better. I go, okay. So I take it. I didn't know what it was. As soon as I started calming down a little bit, I was like, what was that? I go, was that a Xanax? He goes, it's better than a Xanax. I go, oh, okay. Thanks. That's what I want to hear. And so right after that, the doctor leaves. This new nurse comes in on the floor. She looks at me. She goes, panic attacks? I go, yeah. She goes, literally, she looks at my tattoo then because she sees it on my arm. And she goes, oh, tattoo? I go, yeah. And she like asked me what it was about. I explained it or whatever. Then she, out of fucking nowhere, dude, she pulls up her sleeve. There's a fucking dragon on her arm. I can't make this shit up. A dragon right under her sleeve. She goes, got this after I beat PTSD. I think she's going to explain the tattoo then, because that would be the logical thing to do, right? I go, oh, that's cool. Then she walks out of the room, doesn't say a word. Dude, I thought I was like hallucinating now. It almost started giving me another panic attack. I go, did I just imagine this nurse? Was that not real? Are these meds getting to me? Is it because of the lack of sleep? I also haven't been sleeping, by the way, at all. Like, I think I got a total of like 4 hours of sleep in 5 days. So I was definitely a very sleep deprived. And so this nurse, literally, she came in, she goes, pulls up her sleeve, she goes, got this after I beat my PTSD. I go, oh my God, that's awesome. And then she walked out of the room. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this lady? I go, you don't just say that and then not explain the fucking tattoo. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't just fucking do that. Like, that was really weird. Like, I was concerned. Like, I was kind of wanted to know about it. And she just fucking walked out there. She didn't give a fuck. She was like, whatever. And she left. Literally, dude, there was a giant dragon on this lady's arm. And she goes, got this when I beat PTSD. What does that mean? Why do you have a dragon on your arm? Like, what? Like, that's not a regular, like, if there was like a date or something like that, like, then, context clues, okay, that's the date you beat PTSD or whatever. But like, it was a dragon with fire. There was like wings. There was also like rings around the dragon or something like that. And then she just left. I was like, holy fuck, dude. What's going on? Then anyways, 15 minutes later, this is 15 minutes after I took that pill that the doctor gave me. I'm finally, the Xanax that I'm finally starting to calm down a little bit, which, by the way, something I forgot to add in was obviously when I ended up in the ER, I sort of kind of freaked my mom out, obviously. And so she immediately flew down to meet me in Alabama because obviously, moms, you freak out your mom, they're going to, it's a weird phone call. If I call my mom, I'm like, hey, don't worry, but I'm in the ER in the middle of Alabama, So anyways, right after I take that pill, they discharge me. They're like, you got to leave. I go, I don't live here. I don't know where to go. They're like, aren't you staying with someone? I'm like, yeah, but they're like not there. And she's like, oh, like you could hang out in the lobby. I was like, okay, what? I don't know what the fuck's going on. So anyways, I'm in the lobby. I have to call an Uber to get back to this kid's place I was staying at. Luckily, they were actually back from the concert, but it was a weird thing to like walk in and just like talk to these people because they were like I just met them, and like this kid that they just like literally just met is like walking in from the ER with like a fucking bottle of Xanax, and I'm like, hey, like, what's up, guys? How you doing? They're like, what did you do today? I was like, what? They're like, well, how was your day? I go, it was all right, just nothing, just casual. This is a casual Saturday. How about you guys? Was the concert fun? I was like, how you guys doing? But anyways, then, Sadie, being the angel she is, let me use her car to pick up my mom from the airport. And so anyways, I go to pick up my mom for the airport. At this point, they gave me so many meds there. I feel fine. But that one pill, still in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't think that kicked in yet or whatever. So I drive 45 minutes to get my mom at the airport. I pick up my mom. When I get out of the car, I like take a step. I'm like, that was a shaky step. I go, that was weird. I didn't feel that before. And I go, hey, Ma, could you drive back? And she was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like, is everything okay? I was like, yeah. Like, I'm fine. I think, I think I'm just a little tired. And she's like, oh, okay. Dude, I'm sitting in the car, okay? I don't know if it was the pill or sleep deprivation. I think it was a little bit of a mix of both. But I'm in the car. We're driving on the highway. And all of a sudden, the lane lines on the highway start to look like, they start to go like up and down, like a horse chariot when they like flick the reins or whatever, and how the reins like kind of like move like that, like kind of like a wave. That's how the fucking lane lines looked. And then they started to turn into snakes. And I was like, I started blinking really fast. And the passenger seat, my mom's like, is everything okay? And I go, do these lane lines look different than home than they do at home? And my mom goes, no. I go, yeah, I didn't think so either. I was just curious, I was like, no, they look the same to me too. It's weird. And so these lane lines are doing like a fucking dance, dude. I start fucking hallucinating. Also, the meds he gave me, I don't know if any of you have tried to fall asleep on too much Xanax, but every time you close your eyes and lean your head back, it feels like you're falling off a cliff, and it's kind of difficult to fall asleep. So anyways, then we get back, we give Sadie back her car. Then we go to try and find a hotel for the night or whatever, obviously, because my mom or whatever. And like they offered, the people that I was with, they were like, you could stay here if you want or whatever. But I was like, like my mom flew in. I'm not going to, sleep at this kid's fucking place with my mom. Like that's whatever, And so we're like, we'll find a place. I thought I found one place. Turns out the place was entirely booked when we show up. I tried to book it online. They were like, no, we're booked. So anyways, dude, we don't sleep. We take this fucking like cab or like the shuttle thing at 2 a.m. to drive us to the airport. We're like, we'll just go to the airport. Like, what else are we going to do? Like, we'll just go to the fucking airport. So I'm on an ungodly amount of Xanax in the back of this fucking, they also gave me, my nausea was so bad that they gave me nausea that they give people that are normally on chemo. Like they gave me those nausea pills, which made me feel like an absolute pussy because the people who are on chemo are way stronger than me. And I'm just being a little pussy. And I'm like, I just have a little panic attack and I got to take these fucking pills like a loser because I'm being a little bitch. So I'm on these nausea pills. I'm on an ungodly amount of Xanax. I'm in the back of this fucking shuttle. I like fell asleep for 30 minutes before they like picked up other people in the shuttle apparently, because apparently other people were also going to the Atlanta airport at 2:30 in the morning, and this fucking shuttle was weirdly packed. I wake up, I'm in a window seat. This kid next to me is going, ugh, ugh. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? We're 10 minutes from the airport. They pull over the car. I think this kid's car sick. Listen, normally I would be very, sympathetic towards this kid. And I'd be like, I'm sorry, that you're having car sick. But I'm sitting here. I've had, fucking 12 panic attacks. I haven't slept in 5 days. I'm looking at this kid. I go, listen, buddy, throw up in a bag like the rest of us. We're going to the airport. Fucker. I was not having it with this kid. I was about to be like, listen, slip him this fucking nausea pill and tell him to shut the fuck up. Okay? I'm like, I'm not having a good day, man. And then the dad's like looking at me. He's like, he's not car sick. He just has allergies. We're from Alaska. Okay, not my fault that you didn't fucking get him vaccinated for everything, okay? Fucking stick a needle in your kid or don't come to the middle of Alabama. God. Anyways, those people, they're probably good people. I was just upset, okay? You could get it, man. You get it. It was in the moment, all right? And so finally we get to the airport. It's 4:00 in the morning. We get a flight out of Atlanta to Chicago that leaves in like the next hour. I'm sitting there, dude. The Xanax from earlier is starting to wear off. I'm starting to get another panic attack in the middle of the fucking airport. And so the problem was that the Xanax actually wasn't wearing off, and I forgot that I took a quarter earlier. So I actually took another quarter an hour later, but I forgot because I fell asleep for 30 minutes. So in my head, I thought it was like 4 hours or like 6 hours ago, but it was only like 30 minutes ago. So I'm in the airport 30 minutes before my flight takes off. I take another quarter of a Xanax so that I would technically be like half a Xanax, which by the way, then I get on the plane. I'm sitting in my seat like freaking out. Like I have no choice. I was like, I'm going to lose my absolute fucking mind on this 2-hour flight if I'm awake. So I was on half a Xan waiting for this to kick in. I don't know. Listen, sometimes I think rappers tend to lie in their songs. But you know that one song where Drake's like, I pop half a Xan, 13 hours till I land, had me out like a light. He was not kidding. I was fucking, dude, I hit that plane seat. I put my headphones on. That's all I remember. I was out like a fucking light. So when I woke up, I thought that we were crashing into the Pacific. I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. I fucking this is I mean, imagine waking up, you're sleep deprived, so I fell asleep for probably like an hour and a half, right? And I wake up, dude, the entire plane is fucking shaking, like aggressively. Like, not just like, when you get like turbulence and it's turbulence, but like, dude, like this shit was like all I hear is like, and like, and I get woken up. And I was like, oh my fucking God, I'm dying. Like, I was like freaking, because I thought that I was asleep for like 10 minutes. Like, that's how long it felt. But instead, I wake up. Turns out we were landing. We were landing on the runway, but I thought that was it, dude. And the worst part about it was when I initially woke up, I had my headphones on, they're noise canceling. So all I hear is like the noise canceling is good, but like the plane's a little bit louder. So all I hear is dead silence mixed with like, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, not today. Fuck. I can't do this. I'm like, I can't die now. No. I cannot die today. Today is not the day, please. And so I was freaking out. And what made it even worse was I turned to my right and my mom was still asleep because she was obviously very tired. She didn't sleep the night before when she flew down to get me. And so she was sleeping on the flight as well. So I wake up. I go to like wake my mom up because I'm like, why are you asleep right now? Like, we're dying together. Like, this is it. Like, what is, like, because all the windows were shut too because it was an early morning flight. No one's going to have their window open. And so I looked at my mom first. I'm like, we're all going to die. I was like, this is it. Fucking, it's over. But then what made me realize we weren't dying was then I looked at the rest of the plane and nobody else seemed to be concerned. So then I think I'm hallucinating again because I'm like, why is nobody else concerned? Are they already dead? Am I the only one alive? Can I see ghosts now? Like, I was like, oh my God. I was like, now I have to be a TV medium and I have to talk to ghosts. I can't live this life, man. It's too much pressure. I can't. I can't have a TLC show. I can't live in New Jersey. This is too much. Then, finally, I take my headphones off. The screeching stops. And I hear the pilot go, hello, everybody. Welcome to Chicago. It's about 55 degrees here. And I took the biggest, like, breath of relief. I was like, oh, my God, we landed. We're not dying. Oh, my God. I was like, holy fuck. Oh, my God. So anyways, finally we land. I get back home. My dad picks us up from the airport. And then anyways, to kind of sum up the rest of the month, I've just been having the same consistent panic attacks. Been on fucking Xanax every day. The doctor gave me a Xanax prescription because they heard my SoundCloud raps and they go, bro, the doctor heard my SoundCloud mixtape and they go, you need Xanax. I go, what? I go, is that all it takes? They go, yeah. They go, bro, you spit fire. They go, you spit fire. Here's a bar. Here's a bar. Yo, spit a bar for a bar to Xan. I go, spit a bar for bar, dude. Bar for bar. No, it wasn't. It's not because of no. I'm pretty sure I have a panic disorder, that I've just been ignoring for my entire life because I would get panic attacks like once a month, but I thought that was like a normal occurrence. I thought everybody did that. I thought everybody had those, man. And I also just have like constant anxiety, which I thought was normal. And like saying it out loud sounds like really silly and stupid, but like I thought it was a regular thing. I thought everybody had that. You know what I'm saying, dude? I thought everybody was like that. Turns out it's not. But also, by the way, I don't think it's a chemical imbalance in my brain because I found out that the week that I had it, there was like an eclipse going on. And apparently Mercury was hitting the renegade again. So that's what I told my doctor. They were like, do you have anxiety? I go, no. It's because Mercury's it's because Mercury's having sex with Venus. And they go, oh, okay, can you They go, can somebody go find him grippy socks and throw him in an ambulance? They go, I go, no. They go, they were like, do you get anxiety? I go, no, it's because Mercury's hitting the renegade. They go, what? I go, Charlie D'Amelio? They go, what? They go, are you okay? I go, TikTok. They go, somebody get him a tranquilizer. They go, do we have horse tranquilizer? Somebody fucking sedate this lunatic. But yeah. So it's been a wild month, okay? We all have, whatever. We had a little mental breakdown. I was debating, honestly, not telling you guys about any of this because I don't like to share this stuff. But the other part of me was like, maybe somebody else has shit going on or whatever. And like they would appreciate me talking about this and, they could feel the same way or whatever. Like I'm chilling, by the way. This is not me like, if you start worrying about me or whatever, you're like, oh, cause I'm worried. Fuck you, okay? Don't worry about me, dude. I don't even fucking worry about myself, okay? So don't even worry about it. So don't, right? Don't even be concerned about me. You got enough shit going on in your own life. I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm back now. I'm back. I think. I'm not sure. I can't really. I mean, it depends. I can't really plan out panic attacks. Those are pretty random. There's not much I could do about them. But, we're doing better. We're getting much better. They were every day. Multiple times a day for the entire month. That's kind of where I was at, which, by the way, listen, part of me kind of happy this happened in a weird way, right? Kind of happy this happened. It's almost like God looked down at me and he was like, you know what? You're funny, but you're not funny enough. And he goes, how about you go insane for a month? I go, how about not, big guy? He goes, nah, you need it. He goes, do you want to be great? I go, yeah. He goes, you need it. So yeah, that was kind of, that was the way to make me funnier. I think it has, truly. I think it has. I do feel funnier in a weird way. I do. By the way, once again, if you are a first time listener and you just sat through that fucking story, I promise you, I promise you I'm not insane. I am insane, but I am a good time, okay? It's fun here. We do have fun here. Today was just a little, it was a little bit of, we had to explain what's been going on with Kaz for the past month or so. We had to explain everything that's been happening or whatever. But, we just kind of had to get that off our chest. Honestly, sitting here, I'm thinking about deleting like all of this and not releasing this episode. Now I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't want anybody to know about this, actually. I don't want anybody to know that this happened. But, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I just told you what happened. So what? So what are you fucking, I probably have a panic disorder. Whoop-de-doodle dandy, dude. Who cares? As if that wasn't probably obvious before. There's been a lot of things, honestly, that I've said on here, like looking back at it, I'm like, that does not happen to other people. And I should get that looked at. But yeah, listen, don't push your problems down. Get them checked out, unless you want to be in the middle of Alabama off half a bar of Xanax, wondering why the lane lines look like cobra snakes. Also, by the way, in a weird way, like people are going to be like, oh, this is like a trauma dump. I wouldn't consider any of this trauma, so it's a couple panic attacks, mental issues, whatever. To me, that's not trauma. In a weird way, to other people, absolutely. If you have panic attacks and you have like anxiety or like depression, that is trauma. Absolutely, that's trauma. But for me, it's not. And I don't know why that is. I don't know. Like in my head, like trauma is like, you watch like your parents get like killed in a back alley when you're like 7 years old. And you're like, that's traumatic. Like that's traumatic, right? A couple, fucking panic attacks, the walls move, whatever, dude. That's just a Thursday afternoon. That's right. That's not traumatic, dude. Anthony, that's traumatic, dude. No, that's just a Tuesday. That's just a that's just a regular Tuesday at noon, bro. That's just a Tuesday afternoon, man. What did you say? What was that? You had to take a bar of Xanax and you didn't take a bar of Xanax and you didn't eat for 5 days? That's just spring break, man. I don't know. That's just Cabo, brother. That's just Cabo, man. That's just LIVING, baby. That's just living. That's just LIVIN. Living. All right. Is what I was not for the past month, but we're doing better now. That's Matthew McConaughey. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, listen. Let's do... There were other things. Actually, I'm just going to keep telling you about my life. I bought a Nintendo Switch because, like I said, the puzzle that I was doing started to severely agitate me, and I was very upset with the puzzle. And I was like, this is no longer relaxing at all. I need to find something to do when I'm not having panic attacks. Like, so, the 4 hours out of my day that I'm not losing my mind, what should I do? And so I decided to buy a Nintendo Switch because why'd you buy a Nintendo Switch? Because I'm fucking 8 years old, man, and I could do what the fuck I want. All right, I've semi-turned into an iPad kid because of it. My sister started making fun of me because I would, walk around the house and, all I ever do is I would just have my head. I mean, I had nothing else to do. Like, I wasn't allowed to work. I couldn't do a fucking puzzle because it irritated the fuck out of me. And I wasn't allowed to fucking, I couldn't get myself to go to the fucking gym because if I went to the gym and I had a panic attack in the middle of the gym, like that's a little, I don't need other people watching me have a panic attack. That's fucking weird, and, I didn't want that to happen. And so I was like, I can't go to the gym. I can't, I couldn't eat anything because I was never fucking hungry. I had to like force food down. And so I was like, what the fuck else am I going to do? So I fucking just bought a Nintendo Switch. All right, I was having a fucking great time playing it. I'll be 100% honest with you. Fucking fantastic time. All right, yeah, I bought one. Whatever. Fuck you. And I just, I'm not proud. I beat Mario. I beat 2 games. All I was doing was playing it, I had nothing else to do. I bought it. It was enjoyable. I like it. If you're thinking about buying a Nintendo Switch, you should buy one. They're actually really fucking fun, dude. They're like, I don't know what it is, man. It makes me feel like a kid again. I was like playing Mario Kart in this little handheld thing, and you can put it on TV, which is super fun. If you didn't know that, that's why it's called like the Switch. You put it in your hands or you put it on TV. I also bought like the new one or whatever. Like I could have totally bought like you can get one product for like $200, but I was like, no, I want the one that's cost the most money because that means it's a good one. The fucking capitalist mindset in my fucking head. Oh, if it's the most amount of money, that means it's the bestest. So I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it was like $350. Then it was like, then I had to buy games, obviously, and of course I bought all of those at full price because why look for a discount code? And then, so we threw like 600, 800 into that, but don't tell anybody. Shh. It was, it was a mental health. It was a purchase. It was a mental health purchase, okay? That's the only way that I'm gonna fucking feel good about the purchase at all. I'm gonna be like, it was a personal purchase it was a necessity for my mental health. That was like, the doctor said that I need to de-stress, and the only way was to spend $800, so I did it. All right, fuck you. You guys are like, are my fucking shoes on backwards right now? Are you fucking kidding me? Are my slippers on backwards? No, they were on the right way. Or maybe they were on backwards. Why don't I know if they're on backwards or not? I feel like I should know. Whatever. Who cares? No one's going to see me. Sorry. I don't know if they're backwards or not. Why are they straight? I just realized there's no curve to the slipper. That's not how a shoe's supposed to look. There's supposed to be a curve. Why they both look dead straight? It's not how a slipper should look. I don't know, man. Fuck me. Sorry. So anyways, that's what I've been up to. I could just end the episode here, but let's not end it on a weird note and just have this be like a very weird episode of me just explaining my fucking life and what's been happening in the past. I'm fucking sweating right now, by the way. Hold on 1 second. I need to take this hoodie off. Oh, that's so much better. Anyways, by the way, if you're watching the YouTube video and you're like, Anthony, what do you mean you lost weight, dude? You look kind of big in that shirt. This is a fucking medium. I think it is. Maybe a large. Actually, I really hope it's not a medium because I actually will start crying. But because I normally wear an XL and shirts would look like this if you're watching on YouTube or whatever. This is a large or a medium. If it's a medium, I will start crying. I'm not going to look at the tag. I'm not going to let's look at the tag. Let's look at the tag. What is it? Hold on. Okay, I can't see it. I can't see the tag. I think that's for my own good right now. I don't want to see it. I think this is a medium or a large. This is yeah. So anyways, let's talk about some things that I've had on my mind. I mean, obviously, I have some current events here. I don't know if there was one thing I want to talk about, dude. I see people online trying to normalize going barefoot. They're like, let's normalize being barefoot. Can we stop going backwards? Okay? This is a weird thing that people like want to start doing. They're like, let's stop wearing shoes, dude. Okay, I'm not going to go barefoot around Chicago. Okay, you go 3 blocks, you're going to step. Dude, you want me to step on a few needles, dude? A few couple needles here and there, dude? I'm not walking around Chicago barefoot. Glass, needles, cigarettes. What do you want me to get, dude? You walk 3 blocks barefoot in Chicago, you're going to have fucking chlamydia, AIDS, and the fucking new COVID virus. All within 3 blocks, dude. You're going to fucking walk 3 blocks. You're going to be like, how do I have HIV? You won't even know how it happened, but it'll be on you. You'll get it some way, somehow. You won't know how it happened, but it happened. Okay? I mean, come on, dude. The fuck, man? How do you think Magic Johnson got AIDS? He walked fucking... he walked 1 block barefoot through LA. That's what happened. Fuck, man. Walking barefoot. Some kid was walking barefoot in Costco. Do you know how fucking gross that is? Barefoot in Costco, dude. Do you know what's on the floor in Costco? No one cleans that shit. You think Costco cleans the fucking floors, dude? They haven't changed the prices of their hot dog and their pizza slices since 1955. Do you think they're paying workers to clean the floors, dude? No, you go in, you get a great price on goods, and you get the fuck out. You're not worried about whether the fucking floor's dirty or not. You're not worried about if the shelves are clean. Who gives a fuck? All right? You get a fucking pound of grapes for 69 cents. I don't care what's on the goddamn floor, but you're walking around barefoot like a psycho. Walking around barefoot. Can we stop going backwards? All these people on the internet. Some people, I don't know what it is. It's like they don't like modern technology. Like, sure, like, obviously, like, social media is not so great for you and stuff like that. And, like, sometimes, having a smartphone, it's not good because you look at it all day. But, like, AC, bro? Air conditioning? Fucking, not waking up and not having to hunt for food? That's pretty fucking fire. That's pretty great. Fucking Liver King and people like that, dude. Let's go back to our ancestors' roots and eat raw meat. I don't know, man. Or let's eat Kraft mac and cheese in my fucking 2-bedroom apartment with AC. That sounds like a better plan to me. That sounds great. I don't know what it is. Some people, they get so hung up with the fact that like they need to go back in time, Or like I fucking the people that irritate me the most. They're like, wouldn't it be so sick to grow up in the Victorian era? No, I like fucking plumbing. Do you not like plumbing? I enjoy plumbing. I don't know if you do. Like, they see like, people see like, one old movie or something, that like shows like a time period or like, like the Wild West. They're like, wouldn't it be cool to live in the Wild West? No, it wouldn't be cool to wake up and like die at 25 from like the common flu, the cold. That doesn't sound enjoyable at all. That sounds terrible. People are like, wouldn't it be sick to like just live out there, live out in the wild in like the 1700s? No, it wouldn't. That would actually be fucking horrible. Okay? Like, wouldn't it be sick to hunt for food? No, that sounds exhausting and time consuming and stuff that I don't want to do at all. That sounds like that sounds terrible. Why does everybody they're so focused? They're like, people always want to go in a time period that they didn't grow up in or whatever. Which is like, it makes sense if you're like, the 90s. The 90s sound cool. You had AC. It was before smartphones. We get a flip phone, right? That was cool or whatever. Like, a lot of people are like, I wish we didn't have cell phones or whatever. Do you, though? Do you? Because sometimes I'm in places, right? And I'm like, holy fuck, if like, like say you're on like a road trip or something and you're like, oh my God, if I didn't have a cell phone right now, I'd probably get kidnapped and murdered. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's moments where modern technology is a very good thing. It's a very good thing. Obviously maybe like the 90s, early 2000s, like, yeah, sure. Like those times they looked fun. You had a cell phone, but it was a flip phone. That's fun. Everybody was still, there was a little bit of internet, but not too much yet. Yeah, sure. That sounds like a fun time. That sounds like good. You still had all the modern necessities. You didn't have to hunt for food, stuff like that. But like, I saw a fucking tweet from someone that was like, I wish that I was born right before World War I, and then I fought in World War I, World War II, and then was alive during, the great boom right after World War II when everyone was happy. You want to fight 2 world wars? First of all, one of the comments on the post, which is also the first thing that came to my mind, was you're kind of like betting on yourself that you're going to survive 2 world wars? Fucking people were lucky they survived the first one, okay? You think you're just going to survive 2? And then be like, also the fact that they're thinking like they're just going to come out untraumatized after 2 world wars. You're going to watch multiple people die, get slaughtered, lose limbs, and you're just going to be like, you know what? Life's good. No, you're not. You're going to be fucking, okay? You're going to have a gun to your head every morning asking yourself why you haven't pulled the trigger yet. Like you're going to be severely traumatized and have extreme PTSD. There's nothing sounds enjoyable about that at all. Like we live in a great time. Maybe not the greatest. It's good, but it's not great. It's good, but it's not great, right? But I'm living. We're thriving. It's good. We might all die. We're probably going to die in like 25 years, but hey, we'll have a good time for the next 25 years, right? We'll have a good time. But yeah, I don't get the people. The ones that want to hunt for food, that's beyond me, Especially the ones that people that like hunt a lot. They're like, I wish I could just live off the land. Derek, you spend 6 hours a day on Xbox, okay? You can't even live off, you live off of your parents' cabinets. You can't live off the land, okay? You shot 1 deer when you were 9. Congratulations. You can't live off the land. You can't do it, and you wouldn't want to. It's not enjoyable. A lot of people also, I feel like they forget about like modern medicine a lot of the times, Like, we have a polio vaccine now, but people are just fucking dying from that shit. People are just getting polio, the common cold, okay? I don't know. People are stupid, man. They think that they're always like, I want to grow up in this time, Or like when like some like stupid little white girls get on TikTok and they're like, I wish I grew up in the 50s. No, you don't. You would have had a black eye every Thursday. And no one cared. That was the thing too, dude. In the 50s, why were they hitting their wives? I don't know, because they fought 2 world wars and they're upset, okay? They fought 2 world wars, they get home and they're upset that their wife forgot to clean 1 plate, and then all of a sudden they're transported back to the trenches and they think she's the enemy, okay? It was not a good time to be alive. It was not a fun time, dude. You lost a limb? Oh, all right. We'll just sew it up. Here's some vodka. Try not to scream. What? Nothing sounds enjoyable about that at all. Nothing, not one part about that makes me go, oh, God, that sounds like a hoot and a half. No, that sounds terrible. God damn. That sounds so bad. So yeah, stop trying to bring back barefoot, dude. I enjoy my shoes, okay? There's a reason we have shoes and clothes, or like nudists or whatever. Listen, I don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem. But there's a reason that the majority of people think you're weird, okay? Because nobody wants to go back to that. And I get it. It's like society thing. Oh, well, everybody should just be naked. Sure, you could argue that, but also like, do you really want to like go to family parties and just like see your grandma's tits? Probably not. Or like your grandpa's wang? No, you don't. You really don't. You're like, oh, but it's just the human body. Yeah, it is. And the human body can be gross when you're 85. Okay? And I know that's, Anthony, that's ageist. I know it is. That's why I said it. That's okay. I mean, come on, dude. The fuck? Ridiculous sometimes, you know? And like, listen, yeah, we love the old people, but like, all right, no, we don't need nudists, all right? Let's stay with modern technology. Wear shoes to Costco, you fucking hippie. That's oh, sorry, I'm just kidding. I was in that I was in that old timey mindset. Sorry. I don't know why I've never said fucking hippie in my life. It just felt so right in that moment. I thought I was in the fucking I thought I was like in the I thought I was at Woodstock for a second yelling at somebody. Sorry, I just got transported there. My bad. Oh my god. Anyways, what else? Was there anything else I want to talk about? I don't know. I think that's kind of it. For right now, I need to edit this and get this up. I also need time to play my Nintendo Switch. So it's no, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I've only been playing it like when I've had nothing to do. I'm like so happy to like get back to work. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. Also, that Nintendo Switch, man, it is. I do need to stop playing a little bit. It is turning me into an iPad kid. I'm about to start bringing it to fucking restaurants, being like, "What's the Wi-Fi?" They're like, "How old are you?" I said, "What's?" They're like, "Didn't you just order a fucking martini?" Yeah, and I also want the Wi-Fi so that I could fucking race these 8-year-olds on Mario Kart. You piece of shit. What's the Wi-Fi code? Oh, go fuck myself? Okay. Is that all caps or is there a number in there? Dude, seriously, don't buy a Nintendo Switch unless you want to turn into an iPad kid. I'm seriously about to start bringing this shit to fucking restaurants, man. Not actually. That's that's 100% a joke. But like, could you imagine, dude? Could you imagine being the waitress? Like, I'm 20 years old. I walk in. I'm like, "Hey, do you guys? What's the? I noticed you guys have a Wi-Fi, but it's locked. Do you guys have a hotspot, perchance?" I'm trying to. No. I don't. No, I don't think we. Sorry for what? I'm just business. Just business related things. Don't you have a phone? Yeah, but I gotta. I gotta use this thing. What's business? I'm in FaZe Clan for Mario Kart. Do you know FaZe Banks? Yeah, I work with him. Yeah. I mean, I know him. Of him, I guess you could say. He doesn't know I exist, but I know he does. So it's like, we like technically work together. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a gamer. Oh, you game, bro? Yeah, dude. You know what's even funnier about like playing Mario Kart and shit? I think I'm gonna start a Twitch, by the way, because I kind of just want to like play Mario Kart and like just fucking scream, dude. I get so upset, man. I start just fucking. I start fucking anytime a character like when I come in second and I come in first, I degrade the character to new extents. I say things that your 95-year-old grandmother would have a stroke if she heard. To Donkey Kong. I just rip it, dude. I go nuts. I get so upset, man. That was another thing too. I actually had to stop playing Mario Kart. I had to download a different game because it was stressing me out. Because I started yelling at the characters, man. I was like, "Fuck you, man." I would like come in second. I'd be like, "Fuck." My parents would like run upstairs, like, "You having another panic attack?" I go, "No, it's goddamn Donkey Kong, Mom." She's like, "Son of a bitch, Anthony." Fucking. I'm like downstairs on the TV. I'm like, I like swerve past Yoshi. I'm like, "Yeah, what that mouth do, huh? Lick my ass, dude." Oh my god. Oh my god. I do want to make a Switch though. I have lost a lot of money. Or not a Switch, a Twitch. Oh, I didn't realize they're fucking a letter off from one another. That's interesting. Maybe it's a sign. Nah, but then I have to buy like a PC and like a streaming thing and like a whole setup. That's a lot of money that I got to make back right now. It's crazy how much money you lose when you don't work for a month. That's yeah. Go watch my YouTube videos that are coming out. Support the channel, please. Go buy some merch. Yeah, go buy some merch. I gotta pay the hospital back. That's I gotta pay back the Alabama ER. So if you could buy some merch, that'd be great, man. Just some literally just buy a podcast hoodie or just a hat, honestly. Literally just some stickers. The link will be down below if you could. That'd be great. It'd really help me out. But if not, that's cool. I mean, if you don't want to buy anything, that's also fine. At least just share this, please. Just share it, get it out to the general public. So that, the general public knows I'm insane and then they follow me because I'm entertaining. So that would be great if you could just, share that, get it out to the people. That would be wonderful. Yeah, dude. In current events, I guess we'll just really quick, we'll hit those, maybe a few of them. Elon Musk, he's buying Twitter for $44 billion, or I think he did buy it. Right? And there's like people being like saying like they're leaving Twitter, which is like really weird or whatever, because like I like, what's really funny about when like other billionaires buy out billionaires, right? Like people will like be on Twitter this entire time and then Elon buys it and they're like, I'm not gonna be on a social media app ran by a billionaire. Yeah, no, because every other social media app is owned by a nice neighborhood guy who doesn't have $1 billion. Yeah, that's why you're on Facebook, right? Because Mark Zuckerberg is just a regular dude. Yeah, it's really weird. Like people get like really upset about really weird, odd things. Like they're like, I'm not going to use Twitter anymore because Elon Musk is a billionaire who fucking, exploits people. And then they turn around and they're like, ooh, Amazon's having a sale. You won't use Twitter, but you'll use same-day shipping? Fuck you. Get your head out of your ass, you dumb cunt. Just use Twitter, What are you going to do? Everyone's like, oh, the billionaires are taking over. All right. You have all the apps that they're taking over on. You're part of the problem. I'm not complaining. I have all the social media apps. Go billionaires, go. I don't give a fuck at this point. What do you want me to do? Oh, I'm gonna delete Instagram. What do you think, fucking? You think that CEO fucking Zuckerberg, I guess he owns Instagram too, technically now. You think he's going to start crying? Anthony Kaz left Instagram. No! I have to sell the company. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care. The Kardashians could leave Instagram. He wouldn't give a fuck. That's how big the app is. Oh my God, dude. Or like YouTube, same thing. YouTube, by the way, I may have talked shit about YouTube on here, but like starting now, I will not talk shit about the tubes. The tubes are good people. They're good people over there. I think I did talk shit once because they took a video down because it was like copyright claim. Turned out it wasn't YouTube that did that. It was the fucking piece of shit people whose the video I was reacting to, they fucking copyright claimed it because they were mad that I was too funny. Fuck them, dude. It was one of those like 5-minute crafts things. They copyrighted the entire fucking video. Those losers. And so it actually wasn't YouTube. It was those pieces of shit. YouTube, good people over there. Good people over at the tubes. I enjoy the people at the tubes. Though they're good people. Good people. Anyways, I'm going to go have a panic attack and you got... That's not entirely not true. I might. Who knows? That's the bad part, dude. You never know when they're coming. Right? And also apparently that's another thing too that could happen from having a panic disorder is like you get worried about when the next one's going to happen. I wouldn't say I am really. Like I'm kind of at the point like if it happens, it happens. I'm not like worried it's going to happen. I kind of just like know it is, I know it's going to happen and when it happens, it happens. If I'm out with my friends somewhere, whatever, dude, I'll go pop outside real quick, take the medication I need to take and fucking rally, get back to the party, have a good time. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the whole Twitter thing, Elon Musk. That's really weird that people get upset about that thing. Don't delete Twitter just because another billionaire owns it that you don't like. Okay? Don't like, it's also really weird that some people have like favorite billionaires, Like, yeah, I'm recording a podcast. All right. That was Nikki. Fuck. She fucking lost my train of thought. I'm gonna hit her with a fucking locomotive if she fucking does that again, dumb bitch. It's my sister. Why is there paint on this pillow? That's weird. Maybe it's cum. I don't think I came here. No, I'm just fucking around. My mom listens to this. That's weird. Mom, I hope you're not listening to this episode. That was if you're looking at the wall too, the wall's fixed, by the way. It finally got painted. My dad did that over the past, I was gonna do it, but I was incapable of getting out of bed, which is fine. I think he missed a spot. I'm gonna tell him that. Looks like he missed a spot. Nah, he kinda did. Anyways, rate, review, Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen. Tell your friends, tell your family. I'm back. Cause takeover. This summer, I'm taking over, baby. I'm going to start pushing hella fucking content as much as I can right now. And then once I'm back to 100%, which should be soon, hopefully. I'm like at 80, probably. 75, 80, 75, 75, 80 right now. Once I'm back to 100, it's all gas, no brakes. But I'm gonna put that, I'm putting that gas down right now. I'm putting that pedal to the metal, dude. I'm gonna be pushing shit out as much as I fucking can. I'm gonna be editing. I'm gonna be getting after it. I'm gonna be doing my fucking best. All right, so bear with me here. I'm not giving up on you guys, all right? We're going to the fucking top. This is my summer. Summer 2022, the summer of fucking the cause. All of us, we're all going to the top. You guys, when I go up, you guys go up. When I win, you win. When you win, I win. When we win, we all win. That's how we're doing this, baby. You guys are my family, all right? I love you guys. I'm doing fine now. Don't worry about me. Go buy some merch, please. Got to pay those medical bills. And I don't think they're too bad. Actually, that's not true. I haven't looked at them. I don't know. But anyways, that's it. I will see you guys next week. Subscribe to YouTube, like the video. And we end every episode like we always do with 2 claps. And a Ric Flair. So can I get 2 claps? And a Ric Flair. Woo! See you next week.